the season I was too young to understand. You were already gentle, I was still learning how to stand. There was light across the window, there was dust inside the sun. You were speaking to me softly, like I had nowhere to run. I remember how you waited in a silence I could read, but I kept looking past you for a life I didn't need. Now the days we left behind us come back warmer than before. Not to ask me for an answer, only to ache a little more. I met you in the season when my heart was still unkind. You were love before I knew it, I was late to call you mine. I met you in the season I can never walk back through. I was learning love when I was losing you. There are streets that keep your color, there are rooms that know your name. I can pass them like a stranger, but they hurt me just the same. You were there in little mercies, in the coat beside the chair, in the way you left the hallway, bright enough to find me there. Now I understand the meaning of the things I used to miss, how a hand can hold a lifetime in an ordinary tenderness. I met you in the season when my heart was still unkind. You were love before I knew it, I was late to call you mine. I met you in the season I can never walk back through. I was learning love when I was losing you. If I could meet the younger me, I would not beg her to stay. I would only teach her softly not to turn from love away. But the past is only weather, it does not open when I cry. So I keep your name like springtime in a room I pass by. I met you in the season when my heart was still unkind. You were love before I knew it, I was late to call you mine. I met you in the season I can never walk back through. I was learning love when I was losing you. You were already gentle, I was still learning how to stand. I met you in the season I was too young to understand.
No street leads back to us, no rain remembers enough. I can walk the old way slowly, but it will not turn to love. I passed the corner we used to take, the sign was leaning like before. A yellow light across the window, still waiting outside the store. Someone laughed the way you did. For a second I stood still, but memory is only memory. and still are not yours anymore. Nothing leads back to us, no matter how softly I go. The road keeps your shadow, but it never takes me home. Nothing leads back to us, even if I say your name. Ooh, some love remains, but never returns the same. There's a table in my mind where your hands are still near mine. A cup that never cools down, a clock that never learns time. But I have lived long enough to know what longing does. It makes a room look open when it has already closed on us. I was late to the answer, you were tired of the wait. Now I hold the meaning with no one left to save. Nothing leads back to us, no matter how softly I go. The road keeps your shadow, but it never takes me home. Nothing leads back to us, even if I say your name. Ooh, some love remains, but never returns the same. If I could be kinder in a year we never had, if I could hold the silence before it turned bad, I would not ask you to answer, I would not ask you to stay. I would only let the younger me stop getting in the way. Nothing leads back to us, no matter how softly I go. The road keeps your shadow, but it never takes me home. Nothing leads back to us, even if I say your name. Ooh, some love remains, but never returns the same. No street leads back to us, no rain remembers enough. Ooh, I can miss you quietly without calling it love.
Your name stayed on the table, just a little out of reach. I learned love too slowly when there was no one left to teach. You used to leave the hallway light so I could find my way. I called it nothing special then, just something in the day. You knew the songs I skipped at night, the words I never said. You held the quiet parts of me, I kept turning my head. Now every little thing you did comes back with softer hands. I finally know what love was, now that it cannot stand. I learned love too slowly after your heart had gone. I found the door you opened when the room was already cold. I learned love too slowly, too late to make it stay. I became kind after you walked away. I was not heartless, I was only scared of being known too clearly, of needing someone there. You were there in small ways, not asking to be praised. A cup turned toward my side, a look that let me change. I kept missing all of it, like light across the floor. Now I can name the feeling, but it lives behind a door. There's There's a chair I never move now, though nobody sits there. A part of me still listens for your footsteps on the stairs. I do not want to call you, I know the ending's true, but knowing does not soften what I should have known with you. Now every little thing you did feels heavier than before. I finally learned your language when you didn't speak it anymore. I learned love too slowly after your heart had gone. I found the door you opened when the room was already cold. I learned love too slowly, too late to make it stay. I became kind after you walked away. If time could make me better, it did it after you. Now all this tenderness has nowhere to move to. I won't ask for another beginning, I won't dress regret as fate. Some hearts arrive at knowing only when they arrive too late. I learned love too slowly after your heart had gone. I found the door you opened when the room was already cold. I learned love too slowly, too late to make it stay. I became kind after you walked away. Your name stayed on the table, just a little out of reach. I learned love too slowly when there was no one left to teach.
The handle keeps a warmth, no hand returns to gleam. The room is almost quiet, but it still knows your name. There is a mark beside the doorway where your shoulder used to lean. A little line of evening in a place I never cleaned. Your coat is not behind me, your shoes are not below, but the hallway keeps a softness from a time I had to lose. I thought a closed door ended everything you knew, but some rooms keep breathing with the shape of you. The door still holds your warmth even after it closed. Some goodbyes leave softly, but they never fully go. The door still holds your warmth where I learned what I lost. Ooh, love stays quiet after the cost. There's light beneath the entrance, like a memory on the floor. I do not turn the handle, I do not wait there anymore. But sometimes in the evening when the city lowers down, I feel the air, remember how you used to come around. I was late to see the kindness you had folded into time. Now an empty little doorway keeps returning you to mine. The door still holds your warmth even after it closed. Some goodbyes leave softly, but they never fully go. The door still holds your warmth where I learned what I lost. Ooh, love stays quiet after the cost. I will not ask the past to open like before. I will not call your footsteps back across the floor. But if warmth can stay behind here in the wood and in the frame, then maybe I I can't thank you without saying your name. The door still holds your warmth even after it closed. Some goodbyes leave softly, but they never fully go. The door still holds your warmth, where I learned what I lost. Ooh, love stays quiet after the cost. Keeps a warmth no hand returns to claim. The room is almost quiet, but it still knows your name. Did we become gentle only after the rain? I learned how to hold you after losing your name. You asked for little things, a slower kind of truth, a hand that did not vanish when the room got blue. I thought love was safer, kept behind my chest. You were tired of guessing what I never said. Now every quiet kindness I was too afraid to show finds me in the evening with nowhere left to go. We were gentle too late, soft after the storm. I found the words to keep you when they could not keep you warm. We were gentle too late, nothing left to say. Love arrived after you walked away. I remember your patience, the kind that made no sound. You waited in the small things, I kept walking around. A cup turned toward my side, your coat beside the chair. All the ways you loved me before I knew they were there. I was not trying to hurt you, I was trying not to need. But distance has a language and I spoke it fluently. Now I know what softness is, now I know what stayed. But knowing comes so quietly when it comes too late. There are days I almost thank you for the person I became, but the better part of me now will never know your name. I can answer more gently, I can leave the door less cold, but none of this can reach you, none of this can hold. Now every quiet kindness I was too afraid to give sits beside your absence, learning how to live. We were gentle too late, soft after the storm. I found the words to keep you when they could not keep you warm. We were gentle too late, nothing left to say. Love arrived after you walked away. I will not make a promise to a time that cannot hear. I will not turn this sorrow into something you should bear. I only wish the old me had known what I know now, how to stand beside your silence without trying to get out. We were gentle too late, soft after the storm. I found the words to keep you when they could not keep you warm. We were gentle too late, nothing left to say. Love arrived after you walked away. Did we become gentle only after the rain? I learned how to hold you after losing your name.
Your name stayed quietly in places I don't move, like a song beneath the room. I do not say it anymore, not even in my sleep, but it waits inside the little things I never thought to keep. On the back of an old receipt, in a number I still know, in the pause before I answer, when someone asks me how I go. I thought silence meant forgetting, I thought time would make it small, but some names learn to live there without asking me at all. Your name stayed quietly where my voice could not reach, in the corners of the evening, in the words I do not speak. Your name stayed quietly after all the doors were closed. Some things leave softly, but they never let you go. There's a song I always skip now, not because it sounds like you, but because I knew you'd smile there at the second verse we knew. There's a seat beside the window I still choose without a thought, like a part of me remembers what my heart has not forgot. I don't call this waiting, I don't call it pain. It is only something tender that still answers to your name. Your name stayed quietly where my voice could not reach, in the corners of the evening, in the words I do not speak. Your name stayed quietly after all the doors were closed. Some things leave softly, but they never let you go. If I ever say it out loud, it will not be to bring you near, only to admit the softness that has lived with me for years. I can keep my life moving, I can learn another way, but there are names that never vanish, they just lower where they stay. Your name stayed quietly where my voice could not reach, in the corners of the evening, in the words I do not speak. Your name stayed quietly after all the doors were closed. Some things leave softly, but they never let you go. Your name stayed quietly in places I don't move, like a song beneath the room.
I cannot send this kindness back to the days that needed me. I hold it in my empty hands where you used to be. I learned to speak more softly after your voice was gone. I learned to leave the light on when no one's coming home. I learned the weight of silence and what it takes away, how a heart can stay beside you while how your body turns away. Now I know the little things were never little at all. A careful word, a slower breath, a hand before the fall. I was late to being kind, late to standing still, late to see the love you gave was not asking for my will. I was late to being kind, now the lesson has no place. Ooh, I became gentle after losing your face. I answer people better now, I do not hide as much. I let the morning find me without closing every touch. But there is no one waiting for the person I became. No one left to notice how softly I say your name. Now I know the quiet ways you try to stay with me, but I was busy guarding what I should have let you see. I was late to being kind, late to standing still, late to see the love you gave was not asking for my will. I was late to being kind, now the lesson has no place. Ooh, I became gentle after losing your face. If I could give this better heart to the one who loved me then, I would not ask for more time, I would only learn to bend. But time keeps moving forward like it never heard your name, and all this careful kindness cannot undo the same. I was late to being kind, late to standing still, late to see the love you gave was not asking for my will. I was late to being kind, now the lesson has no place. Ooh, I became gentle after losing your face. I cannot send this kindness back to the days that needed me. Ooh, I hold it in my empty hands where you used to be. Does the room remember you? The way I try not to? Does it keep the softer parts I never gave back to you? The chair is still angled a little toward the door, like it expects your shadow to cross the wooden floor. The window keeps the evening in the color that you liked. I close the curtains halfway, but it never feels quite right. I tell myself it is only space, only walls and air, but every quiet corner still knows that you were there. I moved the books, I changed the light, I learned to sleep on the other side, but nothing here forgets the sound of you once turning this room around. The room remembers you even when I try to leave. It keeps your little traces in the air I breathe. The room remembers you where my heart cannot undo. Some places hold what I could not hold of you. Your cup is gone now, but the table still feels wide, like something in the middle has no reason left to hide. hear the floor at midnight settle into its old name, and for a breath I almost expect you in the frame. I am not asking for returning, I know the ending stayed, but memory has a habit of living where we laid.
I took your coat from where it hung, I said your name less with my tongue, but rooms can keep a softer truth, and hearts know how to lose. The room remembers you even when I try to leave. It keeps your little traces in the air I breathe. The room remembers you where my heart cannot undo. Some places hold what I could not hold of you.
Maybe this is what remains, not a call, not a sign, just the shape of what was tender resting outside time. I can let the door stay closed, I can let the evening through, but I cannot teach this room how not to know you.
The room remembers you even when I try to leave. It keeps your little traces in the air I breathe. The room remembers you where my heart cannot undo. Some places hold what I could not hold of you.
Does the room remember you the way I try not to? It keeps the softer parts I never gave back to you.
Some roads don't return even when they know your feet. Some doors close gently and still feel incomplete. I walked the long way home again, past the place we used to meet. The windows held the evening like they kept a part of me. I did not turn the corner to remember you on purpose, but the city has a quiet way of bringing what still hurts us. I know the way by heart now, every light, every stone, but knowing where we came from doesn't mean it leads me home. Some roads don't return, no matter how slow I go. They keep the sound of your footsteps, but they never let them show. Some roads don't return, even if the night is kind. I can walk through our old places and still leave us behind. There's a bench beneath the station where the rain would always stay. You would laugh about the weather like it had something to say. Now I pass it without stopping, with my hands inside my coat. Not because I feel nothing, but because I finally know. The past can look familiar when it stands beneath the light, but a memory is not a doorway, just a room you pass at night. Some roads don't return, no matter how slow I go. They keep the sound of your behind. I will not ask the streetlights to remember what we said. I will not make a promise to the life we never had. If love became a distance, then I will let it be. Not every road that hurt me has to bring you back to me. Some roads don't return, no matter how slow I go. They keep the sound of your footsteps, but they never let them show. Some roads don't return, even if the night is kind. I can walk through our old places and still leave us behind. Some roads don't return, even when they know your feet. Some doors close gently and still feel incomplete.
A cup gone cold on the quiet side of dawn. The steam left early, but the ache stayed on. I left it by the window where the morning came in thin. A little ring of coffee where your hand had never been. It should have been nothing, just a cup beside the light. But some ordinary things learn to hurt you overnight. I used to think that missing would arrive with bigger signs, but it came in small circles on the table you left behind. A cup gone cold still remembers being warm, like a heart that held your leaving long after you were gone. A cup gone cold, nothing left to say. Ooh, some love cools slowly when it cannot stay. There's a chair across the table, I do not pull it in. I tell myself it's habit, not the place you should have been. The room does not accuse me, it just lets the daylight fall on every little silence I was late to hear it all. I used to miss the ending like it happened all at once. Now I miss the quiet mornings where I failed to know your love. A cup gone cold still remembers being warm, like a heart that held your leaving long after you were gone. A cup gone cold, nothing left to say. Ooh, some love cools slowly when it cannot stay. I will not warm it over, I will not call your name. Some things are only tender because they cannot change. If the morning keeps your shadow on the edge of what I do, I will let the table hold it without reaching back for you. A cup gone cold still remembers being warm, like a heart that held your leaving long after you were gone. A cup gone cold, nothing left to say. Ooh, some love cools slowly when it cannot stay. A cup gone cold on the quiet the ache stayed on.
Words folded in my pocket, never found your door. I carried them too carefully until they meant more. I had 1,000 little sentences living underneath my tongue, but I waited for the right time, till the right time never came. You were standing in the quiet, like you already knew how a heart can leave a room before the body moves. Now the things I never told you come back softer than regret. Not to ask for one more ending, just to make sure I don't forget. The things I never said are the ones that stay the longest. They sit beside your empty chair and make the silence honest. The things I never said still know the shape of you. They keep arriving when there's nothing left to do. I should have said you mattered before the evening changed, before your hand grew lighter, before love learned its name. I should have said I saw you in the ways you tried to stay, but I was busy hiding behind another day. Now the words are almost simple, now the meaning has no place. They gather in the doorway where I cannot see your face. The things I never said are the ones that stay the longest. They sit beside your empty chair and make the silence honest. The things I never said still know the shape of you. They keep arriving when there's nothing left to do. If I could give them somewhere, I would not make them loud. I would lay them down gently where your name once turned around. But late words have no country, no window, no address. They only learn to haunt me with a softer kind of yes. The things I never said are the ones that stay the longest. They sit beside your empty chair and make the silence honest. The things I never said still know the shape of you. They keep arriving when there's nothing left to do. Words folded in my pocket, never found your door. I carried them too carefully until they meant more.
Where does a voice go when the room stops answering? I still hear the space where you used to sing. It is not your words exactly, not the sentences we knew. It is the shape around the silence that still sounds a little like you. The morning opens softly, but it does not say your name. And the kettle on the counter never whistles quite the same. I thought I missed the talking, the small stories, the sleep, but I missed the way your voice made ordinary things feel deep. Now the quiet has a corner where it keeps what used to be, and I stand there almost listening to a life that left with me. where your voice used to be. There is a hollow in the air, a little room inside the silence that still believes you're there. Where your voice used to be, I have nothing I can keep. Ooh, only echoes learning how to sleep. I deleted all the messages, but not the way they moved. How your name would light the evening, like the dark had something to lose. There are sounds I cannot answer, there are songs I cannot start, because the first note opened somewhere too close to my heart. I do not call this waiting, I do not call it hope. It is just the softer damage of learning how to cope. Now the quiet as a window, but it never lets me through. It only shows the outline of the world that sounded like you. Where your voice used to be, there is a hollow in the air, a little room inside the silence that still believes you're there. Where your voice used to be, I have nothing I can keep. Ooh, only echoes learning how to sleep. If I hear you in a memory, I will not make it stay. I will let it pass beside me like a train too far away. Not every sound is a calling, not every ache is a sign. Some voices leave the room and still move through your life. Where your voice used to be, there is a hollow in the air, a little room inside the silence that still believes you're there. Where your voice used to be, I have nothing I can keep. Ooh, only echoes learning how to sleep. Where does a voice go when the room stops answering? I still hear the space where you used to sing.
I won't ask the past to change, I won't call it by your name. Some endings stay unfinished, but they end all the same. I used to hold the memory like a glass against the light, turning every almost till it looked a little right. I thought if I remembered every word, every door, I could find the place where we were still before. But the past is not a room that opens when I ache, and love is not a promise time forgot to take. I won't ask the past to change, I won't ask you to remain. I can miss the way you loved me without calling out again. I won't ask the past to change, even if it still feels close. Some flowers live in seasons we can't hold. There are days I almost reach back for the person I was then, the one who did not know you would become my quiet end. But I have learned the difference between longing and a sign. is asking to rewind. What we were was real enough to hurt without a sound. But not every broken thing needs to be turned around. I won't ask the past to change, I won't ask you to remain. I can miss the way you loved me without calling out again. I won't ask the past to change, even if it still feels close. Some flowers live in seasons we can't hold. If I meet your name somewhere in a song I did not choose, I will let it pass beside me like a life I had to lose. Not because I loved you lightly, not because the ache is gone, but because the heart can carry what it no longer calls home. I won't ask the past to change, I won't ask you to remain. I can miss the way you loved me without calling out again. I won't ask the past to change, even if it still feels close. Some flowers live in seasons we can't hold. I won't ask the past to change, I won't call it by your name. Some endings stay unfinished, but they end all the same.
The last warm shadow stayed across the edge of the wall. Like you had not left at all. The evening touched the window with a color almost kind, and for a little moment you were standing in my mind. Not like a wish returning, not like a door unclosed, just the softest part of missing in the place where daylight goes. I used to fear the quiet that your leaving made. Now I hear it breathing in a softer shade. The last warm shadow still knows where you were. It does not ask me for you, it only keeps the blur. The last warm shadow falls gently out of view. Some warmth remains without belonging to you. I found your name less heavy in the corner of a song, not because I loved you lightly, but because the ache grew calm. There are memories that hurt me and memories that stay, like a hand I do not reach for but still bless along the way. I am not done remembering, but I am done asking why. Some love becomes a color when it cannot be alive. The last warm shadow still knows where you were. It does not ask me for you, it only keeps the blur. The last warm shadow falls gently out of view. Some warmth remains without belonging to you. If the room keeps one soft corner where the comes through, I will let it be a shelter, not a way back to you. I can leave the evening open, I can let the silence stay. Not every trace of loving needs to be erased away. The last warm shadow still knows where you were. It does not ask me for you, it only keeps the blur. The last warm shadow falls gently out of you. Some warmth remains without belonging to you. Warm shadow stayed across the edge of the wall. Like goodbye was gentle after all.
Let the season close, not because I forgot. Some love turns quiet when it has nowhere to go. I folded up the evening where your name used to stay, not to hide the feeling, just to let it lose its weight. There is nothing left to answer, there is nothing left to prove, only light across the window where I once waited for you. I used to think that healing had to take your face away, but some hearts learn to carry what they cannot make stay. Let the season close, let it fall out of you. I can keep what was tender without reaching back for you. Let the season close softly without blame. I loved you once, and love is still your name. I will not call the old days something they were not. We were real for a moment, even if the moment stopped. There were things I did too slowly, there were things I never knew. But regret is not a doorway, and it will not lead to you. I do not need another ending to make the first one kind. Some goodbyes stay unfinished and still leave peace behind. Let the season close, let it fall out of you. I can keep what was tender without reaching back for you. Let the season close softly without blame. I loved you once, and love is still your name. If your memory finds me on an ordinary day, I will let it sit beside me, then let it fade away. Not every ache is asking for the past to be returned. Some warmth becomes a lesson after everything has burned. Let the season close, let it fall out of you. I can keep what was tender without reaching back for you. Let the season close softly without blame. I loved you once, and love is still your name. the season close. Not because I forgot. Some love turns quiet when it has nowhere to go.